Hi, it's Romella and welcome to this video for the week of Monday the 16th of February 2026. And this is a weekly video that I do, just checking in with the collective, with the energies, and looking for things that are going to come up to give us advice and support, tools that we can bring through to really support our energy this week. So this week we have a new moon tomorrow on the Tuesday, and it's also the start of the fire horse year as well, which everyone seems to be rabbling on about on the internet at the moment. So yeah, there's new energies around, and I think with what I would like to just say around sort of the Chinese astrology and things is it's a bit of an odd one for me. I'm not sure it's really appropriate. Is that a cultural appropriation, isn't it? But a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon talking about this, the energies, and I think when people do that, then the collective becomes more involved anyway. So even as, like I say, I'm not really into Chinese astrology. Although February is like a good month for me to sort of start with my business, it's really the Imbolc energies that are the gunfire, the starter for me, rather than this Chinese New Year. But like I say, when so many people do get into the collective and start talking about these things, it's like the 2-2 portals, the 3-3 portals, Lionsgate, because they are a spiritual thing that a lot of people are talking about. There's more energy and power within those. Does that make sense? So even if you, like me, are not particularly into it, we are affected by it, because a lot of the spiritual community, a lot of the world are engaged with it. Let's see what we've got. Go the distance. So this, yeah, let's just think, what's this one? So this deck is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid, one of my favourite ones actually for doing proper readings when I do readings for clients. And this just feels like a keep your eye on the prize, keep going, keep moving through, don't get distracted. Now this leopard, it's an interesting one because it's sort of losing its spots back here, or is it just time warping to the finish? It's building momentum and keeping going, and that's where our power can really lie with this. Yeah, so go the distance. Keep doing things that are supporting you. Don't get distracted. Don't get distracted by, I want to say Lionsgate, but it's not Lionsgate. It is by, this fire horse energy that everyone's rabbiting on about. It is a thing. I'm not saying it's not a thing. It's just not a thing that I particularly resonate with. Because that's not my culture. That's not my energy. But I am recognizing it, and I do know, that it is and will affect me, simply because there's so many other people also doing the same thing. Serendipity. We have this lovely 4-leaf clover here. We have 18, which goes to numerology of 9, and again is that nod to completion here with the numerology. But serendipity is, there's a lightness that we can tap into. There's a ability of hope and happiness and space that we can step into if that is what we choose to. So this, the fairies reaching up, holding on to this 4-leaf clover and flying with it, with that energy of, serendipity is the possibilities. So it's being open to those possibilities, but being open to those possibilities also comes with that gosh, my channeling is not great today. It's just disappeared. I think it's because I'm so cold. My fingers, I've got my wrist warmers on. Serendipity. Being open to the possibilities. Not shutting yourself off. Not getting down the addictive behaviour of the social media and the news and all that stuff. Is taking a step back from that, and that is where you will find your own 4-leaf clover that you can hold on to and ride the wave to the finish line with. So I had to close my eyes then just to get the channel really clear, get my energies and information through. Right, let's see what else there is coming through. Oops, they're very jumpy today. Orphaned. this feels like an energy of letting go, of clearing things out. So whether this is about decluttering, whether it's about boundaries, whether it's about letting people go from your world that just are not supporting you, then this is what this card is. So just have that. Maybe you're feeling that energy of orphaned, of let go, of family disintegration, family stepping back from it. I must admit, when I think back to today, even just on my social posts, there have been 3 comments around this sort of letting go of family members, or family members having let go of other people, and that whole energy. And it's okay to let go of people if they are not your people, if they are not supporting you energetically on the right level, and that's okay. Because boundaries, particularly as empaths, is absolutely critical. So a little bit of a mixed bunch there, I feel. Let me know how they land for you. Let's have a quick look and see what these old crows are saying. So this is the usual MJ Cullinan Urban Crow Oracle. I'd really love a magpie oracle deck. That would be just the best, but I've never seen one. So if you do ever see one, please send me a tag. I scroll through Amazon, I scroll through Etsy, just searching magpie oracle, just in case somebody's done one. Maybe I will have to get my daughter drawing magpies and create our own magpie oracle deck. Right, let's have one card for this week for support. Here we go. Caching. Storage is... We are still in sort of the winter months. We've had that hint of spring, and there's some of the daffodils are just about coming up. But this very much feels an energy of storing to replenish yourself. So perhaps holding yourself back from spending things, whether that's time or financially, and allowing yourself just to build up a bit of pot, but also energetically. This is what I'm really feeling, is those little pots, those little things that are being planted to store, is do that with your energy. Make sure you are replenishing your energy. Make sure you are keeping some energy in reserve, that you're not wasting, you're not getting to the end of the day completely and utterly frazzled. What can you do to support yourself? What can you cut out? How can you boundary yourself? How can you replenish yourself? That feels a really important message for this week. So yeah, there we go. That's our messages for this week. Yeah, I think that I love this one, the serendipity, that holding on to the 4-leaf clover and flying with it and allowing yourself just to lift and be buoyed up. But when we do this, we have to let go of the things that are not supporting us. It's really important to have an awareness of what it is that isn't supporting us, so that we can really step into our own vibrant energies. So yeah, that's this week's energies. As I mentioned last week, I am setting up a membership, £22, and we are going to have an emotion that will come out of every reading that I do, and it will have probably about 10 minutes. We'll go to the Akashic Records, because that's where I like to work, and do the release there, clear the emotion that's coming up, and that can be one that's coming up for you directly, one that's being impacting you through the collective or through family, but it will always be related to the work that we're doing here. There will be little journal prompts as well. So it's not a membership where you have to turn up every week. You don't have to track it on Facebook. It's not going to be on Facebook. It's going to be probably an email. I might find there will be a portal where it can sit off social media, so an app, shall we say, and you can access those. So you could do 10 minutes once a week just to sort of reset your energies, or you could save them up and do all 4 all in one go, if that's what works for you. The choice is obviously yours. It's not meant to create another thing to do. It's here just to support you through, as empaths, to release some of those emotions, those beliefs, those thoughts, those fears that are coming up in the collective energy. And I'm going to do a couple of recordings of bonus ones that you can do just to support yourself a little bit more. If you're interested, please reach out to me, and I will sort out a link and I will tag it onto this video once I have done it. So I wish you all a beautiful, beautiful week, and it's half term here in the UK, so the kids are off. They're teenagers now, so they're quite happy having long lie-ins, and at least there's no school runs, no running around taking to education this week, which is a really lovely break for me. And today we have got a bit of blue sky and it is so, so welcome. I wish you all a beautiful week and speak soon. Bye.